Spoilers ahead for the spring premiere of Big Sky Season 1 on ABC. Big Sky returned to ABC with a 2-hour spring premiere that revealed what the surviving characters have been up to over the 3-month time jump since Legarski's death, and set up the next big case that will occupy Cassie and Jenny. Now officially partnered as private investigators, the two women were recruited by a former flame of Jenny's to begin digging into a powerful family in an area not exactly welcoming to outsiders. Also, Ronald is still up to no good. The spring premiere cliffhangers that leave both Jenny and Cassie's lives in danger leave me convinced of the way that Big Sky should handle Ronald. Less is more. The big cliffhanger at the end of the first half of the season was actually Ronald's escape from Cassie and Jenny, but the finale of the previous arc also indicated that Ronald was putting a lot of ground between him and the mess he left behind in Montana. I was actually expecting the majority of the screen time of the second half of the season to go to Cassie and Jenny's next case, with Big Sky briefly checking in on Ronald to make it clear that he's still enough of a threat that everybody should still be nervous, but not a major player until he returned with a vengeance. Instead, the spring premiere devoted a fair amount of screen time to Ronald and the life he's building for himself as Arthur, complete with a girlfriend and her young daughter. It's an interesting enough story, and Brian Geraghty continues to be great at making Ronald seem just normal enough that it makes sense that he can pass for a regular man, but not so normal that it would come as a surprise to see him snap and kill somebody. But his story is also almost entirely disconnected from the main plot of Cassie and Jenny as they dig into what's happening with the Kleinsasser family. The main storyline introduced a bunch of new characters in the spring premiere, including the sizable Kleinsasser family, with two of the sons not all that distinct from each other. The cliffhangers left Jenny and Cassie separate from one another and very much without any control over their situations, which are looking pretty dire. Cassie was pulled over and illegally abducted by one of the Kleinsasser sons, and she was last seen trapped in the back of his squad car. For her part, Jenny's attempt to sneak onto Kleinsasser land to do some investigating was ruined right away when another of the Kleinsasser sons spotted her, leading to a chase through the woods and Jenny falling into a nightmarish pit filled with animal remains, with her pursuer standing on the high ground with an axe in his hands and a crazed look in his eye.